When will spring be here? Seriously. As you can probably tell, I'm riding after the ice storm. And as you can probably tell, I'm riding something you've never seen before. I'm gonna stop at one point. These ice patches are super sketchy. I'm gonna stop at one point and talk about this bike, what it is, and what I'm doing with it. Trees look pretty nice with all the ice on them, but you have to watch out for stuff like that. I'm so sick of riding the trainer indoors that yesterday I rode in the rain on this bike, and today I thought the weather was supposed to be nicer in the afternoon, and then we lost power at home at around 11:30 in the morning, and I was like, I'll wait until power comes back on and see how the weather is and decide whether I'm gonna ride the trainer or go outside. And by 1:30 power still wasn't on, and I was like, well, forget it, I'm going to ride outside. So we'll see. But yeah, this is going to be a short video, really just getting outside, getting comfortable. We're used to this new bike, and I'll get into that in a little bit. All right. I was riding along and saw these two cross the rail trail in front of me. They say money can't buy happiness, but it can buy bike parts and bikes. And this winter I spent a fair bit of money on bike parts and bikes. This is the first purchase I'll share. This is my Panorama Taiga EXP. Panorama is another Canadian bike manufacturer. They are out of Quebec, Granby, Quebec, and they specialize in bike packing and touring bikes. And this is their drop bar mountain bike. It's not a gravel bike, it's a drop bar mountain bike. You can see it has drop bars. And I've put on a front rack, Old Man Mountain rack. I have a rear rack for it too, it's just not on right now. But what makes this a drop bar mountain bike and not a gravel bike? Well, it's got really wide tire clearance. These are Maxxis Icon 2.3s, and they can actually fit up to a 2.6. And most importantly, it's got boost spacing, front and back. And the front fork is suspension corrected for a 100mm suspension fork. So maybe I'll do that one day. I can also convert it to a flat bar
if I don't like the drop bar. And I do have a dropper post on it. And so my hope with this bike is to bring it out on some decent adventures. I'm on the Caledon Rail Trail today. This is the day of the ice storm. It's the afternoon. It's cold. But this is an old overpass where one train track went over the Caledon train track, and they have these murals up now, so it's kind of cool. I'll be going that way when I'm done. But yeah, so I am hopeful to take this bike on some cool adventures this year. I'm going to try some bike packing, not bike touring, not road touring, but off-road bike packing, overnight camping, things like that. I'm really looking forward to it. And back in 2020 during COVID, I caught a bit of a bike packing bug and started accumulating some stuff: bags, sleeping bag, sleeping pad, things like that. And I was just going to use my gravel bike, but over this winter I caught the bug again, and yeah, my bike's filthy dirty, but caught the bug again, and I have a couple routes planned. Hopefully they work out. But yeah, so drop bar, hardtail mountain bike. The frame is steel. It's treated with some electro treatment or something like that to prevent corrosion. It's got a carbon fork. But yeah, the fork is suspension corrected, so I can get it to a 100 millimeter suspension fork if I want to do that in the future. Right now I have one of the Redshift. It's really hard to see. I'm also using my new camera. So this is my new camera. I'm looking forward to using that. I don't know if that's coming into focus or not, but I got a Redshift suspension stem on it rather than a suspension fork, so I do have some suspension on the front. Redshift suspension stem. It's got, I'm riding flat pedals for bike packing. For gravel riding I usually clip in, but for bike packing I figure when the bike is all loaded with weight and stuff like that, I don't want to be dealing with SPDs, and then plus it allows me to be more flexible on shoe choice for a ride. I can wear my bike packing shoes around and not go clippity-clop like a horse. GRX 600 one by, but it's got a mountain cassette in the back, so like a 51 tooth big ring in the back, so plenty of gear range. Yeah, I am hopeful that I can go on some cool adventures. But yeah, over the winter I spent a lot of money. Oh my god, money doesn't buy happiness, but I was spending it like crazy, trying to make myself happy, hoping I can find some happiness in my life. And biking tends to be one of the things I really enjoy, so hopefully it brings me some happiness. Bought a tent, bought some cooking gear, bought all the racks for the bike. Spent a lot of money. And I have more toys for the channel too. Hoping to take the channel up another notch. Anyway, that's it. It's going to be a short video today. Just introduce you. Oh yeah, and sorry. The bike's from Quebec. I call it Princess Poutine. Don't ask why. Or the Poutine Princess, whichever one. Poutine Princess or Princess Poutine. La Princesse Poutine. Sure, whatever. Anyway, I'm going to sign off here. Booze kept me safe. I've done around 35 kilometers and I have quite a few more to get home, so get back to the cold, wet weather, and thank you, Boo, for keeping me safe, and Maybe I'll see you out there.